on the paper, and then we'll go from there. And I put my black ink pad away. Okay, so you join a group, a Facebook group as well for creativity. $35 gives you like the 4 or 5 weeks, depending on how many Wednesday falls in a month. One of the weeks, generally, probably, we do like a catch up, and then you guys also can just catch up and talk. We decided that rather than me talking all the time, maybe people would like to talk. And but otherwise, we learn a different card idea and work with a card idea each week. So it's a bit like the lives. It's just a more focused group and kind of fun. So, all right, nobody's chiming in. You know what? I'm going to cut 2 of these. Maybe not right now, but I'm going to stamp this as so. And I think from what I can see inside here, I'll do that. Oh my goodness sakes. Hang on. I am on an uneven surface. Wait, you guys. Who else can see that I'm on an uneven surface? There. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I might be right off there. It might be the teacup behind the pot as opposed to the other way around. Oh, yay, perfect. I did stutter it a little bit. That's okay. All right, I do like that a lot. And do I like this? I'm going to stamp. I'm not sure where all of my blocks are, so at this very point, I've got to replace them. Okay, and I'm going to stamp this guy. So T over on Creativity for Everyone, which is also a great group for sharing ideas. And to be honest, a lot of the very active posters on Creativity are also the same gals that are in the club. I'll tell you right now. But we have a theme challenge right now, and it is tea. And I just posted because 2 years ago today was the thing. But when I Googled it, National Tea Day, I think there's a difference between national and international sometimes, right? And so I'm going to stamp this guy also a teapot, because I think I do like the teapot in the blue. I don't know if I like the cup in the blue, but I might make 2 cards. So I'm just inking this up and stamping it. And if I think that the pattern should be straight, I'm hoping that I have it straight. I think fortunately it doesn't really matter. I think it's going to be really pretty. Nice, hey? All right. Teacup. I'm going to hold off on it for a second. So in this case, I'm just going to take some big scissors and lock around here. Kind of close, and then I'll put it through with the die. This again is the new hydrangea color. So pretty. And then probably that new pine as well. I think it's called pine something. This paper is not Valley and Bloom, I'm totally wrong. This paper is Bloom Boutique, and it has the crisp cantaloupe, barely blush, hydrangea, the golden glow, peaceful pine is the new pine color, and there's gold that I think you guys can see. All right, so put this guy on here. I think it's okay that it's got a stutter. The paper's a little tiny bit busy, so each time I line it up, I'm like, oh, that's not right. Oh, that's not right. This is an old one because it's an old Sizzix. Still has its number, Sizzix, on it. Now, I think I stamped this a little bit close, so I'll cut this one out first and then that guy, which will be convenient enough, eh? So yeah, I had one not feeling good cow, and she is feeling better, but I'm still babying her a little tiny bit. So I was just moving her from field to field tonight. And well, then I was trying to transplant a plant that I have. And bottom line, I've just been having some fun outside. It was such a beautiful day today, like absolutely perfectly ideal. Oh, for goodness sakes. I think I moved that just as I did this. Yes, I did. Alrighty. So you can't see it, but I'm looking at 1,000 points before I glue it down to see if I've got it where I want it to be. Bottom line. I hope. I always cross my fingers. Hi Sharon, how are you? Wasn't it beautiful out? Do you have your air conditioning set up already now? Because it's starting to get hot. Kerry said his car said it was 29 degrees today. I was like, holy man, I think it might have been lying, but nonetheless, that's still pretty warm. No matter how close. So it could have been too far off. Let's go with that thought. All right, so I'm just running this through my cut and emboss machine. So yes, if you're kind of keen on using your own stash, I don't know that I clarified that. It's absolutely using your stuff, and using some old stuff is the name of the game. In this case, it is a black set, at least a black label, but I will show you in a few minutes that I use wood sets still sometimes for stuff, and fairly often actually for cute ideas. I was going to say for sentiments, but you know, I didn't used to ever buy sentiments actually. I used to think, oh, once you say it once, would you need to say it again? I think I would be pro having a few less sentiments in some of our sets, but I do love the way that the sentiments coordinate from in the sets with their images, kind of. Here's my teacup. And so I am an avid purchaser of, so in the new DVD sets, I have like, at my feet, I have a whole big tray of sentiment sets. Like the whole set is sentiments. All right. So there's the tea. There's the cup. I feel like Itsy Bitsy Spider. So I don't know if it should be different or the same. I'm also wondering a little bit. I was watching, I think it was Martin's Mayhem. I really like him, from Britain. And he was, he was a artisan, and he colors around the edges of his cups all the time. But he does it to match whatever mat he's going to work with. But I'm thinking that, so I love the idea of this, but like that little piece there sort of shouldn't be there because now it's running outside. And I don't know that it really matters, but all right, question would be matching or like a slightly different set. And I feel like for, I don't know what the word would be, but I feel like we kind of want to do that. Now, I did just get some paper, so I actually can make the card base this pretty color. And I might bring in that hearts again. Hearts can be. So I know it hurts Vicky's heart if I was to use the back side of this paper, which would be more plain, but I agree with her. It's not in good taste to use. I'm over here, I'm chopping a piece of quarter panel, and I'm going to emboss with those hearts, if I can find them. And maybe not. Maybe I will not be using the hearts. Maybe I will not be embossing as I can't find my gray plate of it. Hang on a second. Oh my goodness sake. Okay, maybe embossing. Oh, for goodness sakes, you guys. I used it last night. Okay, I do think this might be cute, so I'll use this, but it still is a fat. I was showing one of the girls a beautiful plate. Here it is. Yay. Sorry. Kind of scattered, hey? Bear with me. This card's gonna come together in a few seconds. my giggle is that although I started straight out, it's still gonna be a long time because I'm having trouble finding my stuff. All right, here we go. And I'm gonna have a white base, so we'll be good. Oh, this is pretty. All right, so June 1st is next week. So the start of June, you can join our club again. The club is opening. Membership is now open. Look how pretty that is. I love it. Okay, and then I need a white card base. I'll put this on too. So do you guys do that sometimes? There's a little tiny weird dick right there. I'm not sure why. So fortunately, this one can go either way. And so then I just turn it around so that mistakes are closer to the bottom than the top. And then we can have our little tea set. That's cute. And little words. You're the best part of my day. Wrong color. Oh yeah. Enjoy the simpler moments is perfect. Right here. And that on a piece of paper. And I think I will just do it for simplicity in the black, but I think I could emboss it in gold, and I think I might come back and do it in gold actually. Jeez, have you guys seen me emboss it recently? Maybe not. Maybe I'll do it right quick for you now in case you haven't seen for a few seconds how to emboss. I pretend. Really, I just want to do it. Okay, and gold embossing is bronze, there's gold. Okay, and I have watched one of the girls, Melissa Faust, I think is how you say her last name. She has begun doing the heating up from the bottom, and I feel like I did that for one of my cards that I made the other day, and it actually did a nicer job. And yes, I know I'm stamping upside down. I don't know if you guys can even see me. Okay. Oh, what did I forget to do, you guys? I forgot to use my embossing buddy, and it's right here, for goodness sakes. Darn it. All right, cross your fingers that it doesn't make too much of a difference. Now, are you girls pretty good about using your papers, whatever's hanging around? All right. Oh, that's going to be nice. So then I can just brush this off a little tiny bit. Okay. Perfect. Always put your powder away. Oi, 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 you guys. I was just going to say, it's too small of a paper. Who's having a little heart attack right now? It's so pretty. Actually, you know my problem is I wasn't paying enough attention because I was watching how glittery pretty it was. That's okay, look. The glass is all clean because I've been doing stuff, like cleaning it a few times. Look at that. Just about 95% of it's back in there. Not to panic. Hopefully I didn't swear too loud. I don't think I did. All right. Now, the one thing that I do want, though, is once I close this safely, is I will give this a little wipe down, because what you don't want is it to melt on there, right? So that's good. All right, so I'm going to plug this guy in. I'll just heat it up off camera for a second. Hi, Marianne. And then, so I'll have to look online and see what kind of gems we have for this guy. Oh, I do have, though. Okay, it's hot, so I'll do this first. So what I was saying is she's heating it up from the bottom, and it seems to be making it melts more smoothly. Look how smooth that is. And if I had more time, I would do it from the top and I will show you the difference. So maybe another night next week, maybe I'll show you the difference between the two. Okay, and I do have ribbon, so hang on. Maybe I don't have ribbon, maybe I'm lying. What color is this? Oh, I got Secret Sea. I could have swore I bought Golden Glow and Secret Sea. I do love Secret Sea, but I did not think I bought Secret Sea. All right. Wow. Okay, I guess I didn't buy the other ribbon. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. That's okay. I'm going to put a bow on here, though, because I think I do need to have a white bow in here. Holy cow. I know you guys know that I think I should clean all the time, but I really should be cleaning. I think there's even a sticky on here from a kid's thing. Okay. I'm just going to pop this over. Yes, I think that's straight. Die cut this. Not die cut it. I'm going to cut it. Okay. I don't know why I feel I'm Russian, but I feel like I'm Russian. Not Russian, but rushing. Okay. Move everything up a tiny bit. Put this here. This is got a weird angle. That's pretty, hey, the gold. I like it. All right, ladies, there's your little card for the day. Do, 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 do. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Okay, so I will not be here tomorrow night, by the way. I am off to see Corb Lund. So I will leave you with Bubble Bath. Same set, two very different looks. And then Totally Me, sadly, broken up. The party's over. This week's inspiration for the week of tea. All right, hopefully you're inspired to create something with your teapots, and I will look forward to seeing you again next week, live at 8. It'll be great. Talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.